Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Chris Evans reportedly is back in not only Marvel, but he's going to be back for Avengers Doomsday. Is anybody surprised by this news?
Surprise, motherfucker.
I think that this was the plan all along. The moment they got RDJ...
Yeah, after RDJ, I'm not surprised at all.
This is just a star-studded cast.
I wonder if they're going to get Scarlett Johansson back as well.
I don't think she's Black Widow. I mean, they replace her with Florence Pugh. She's the new Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, maybe a White Widow, whatever,
it's
Spider,
like
Cricket.
But the bugs aside, I think that Chris Evans being back serves the story of Doomsday completely. But we got a couple of articles here. We're going to talk about, so major spoilers in this video. We're going to talk about leaks that have come from the set, not only about a possible storyline of what Doctor Doom is going to do, and it kind of reportedly connects to Chris Evans being back as the anti-hero, the villain. This is perfect because RDJ and Chris Evans, both of them are back as villains instead of the titular heroes that they were during the Avengers run. Right?
So it's rinse and repeat?
Rinse
but
and
only the other way around.
The other way around. So if then it was day, now it's night. I mean, it works. I mean, poetically, if you think about it, this is, it kind of works. And the other reporting, the other interesting part about all of this that we figured out somehow has to do with Chris Evans. There's so many leaks. Reportedly, on set, there's been a big fight between two stars. The article mentions two stars. It doesn't mention like side characters. It doesn't mention people who just will cameo in the film. It says
so not Groot.
It says two stars. If you count Vin Diesel as a star in Marvel, you have a big problem, baby. So perhaps this has to do something with Chris Evans. We're going to talk about it. But it seems by all reporting that Captain Hydra, not Captain America, Captain Hydra is going to be back in Avengers Doomsday. And we talked about it. Like, this makes perfect sense because RDJ was Iron Man. Chris Evans was Captain America. Now, RDJ is going to be Doctor Doom, and Chris Evans is going to be Captain Hydra, which is, a different version, an alternate timeline version of
What the
Captain
hell are
America.
we doing, man? Come on, seriously? I mean, are they all coming back? What, now
They're
Hulk
all
is going to
coming
play Red Hulk, and then whoever...
No, Harrison Ford is going to play Red Hulk. I mean, everybody's back, bro. Did you see the chair lineup? Until they got the camera almost broke its lens going from chair to chair to chair to chair until they got to RDJ at the end. I think whoever shot that shot, his back must have been broken by the end.
They are milking the fuck out of this cow. I mean, like, the
They're milking.
literal cash cow.
This is their last chance to get to $1 billion. Fantastic Four flopping, essentially, I mean, many consider it not a flop because it made its money back. When have you seen Marvel trying to make its money back? Marvel is gunning for the Billy every time it releases something, especially a hot property like the Fantastic Four. By the way, don't forget, when they did all of these other projects and the culmination of, let's say, like, for example, Ant-Man, it already had Ant-Man in its umbrella and all these other characters. But for the Fantastic Four, they paid out. They bought Fox because they were property of Fox, X-Men 2. They need these movies to work not only because they're in the MCU, but they paid billions of dollars to get the rights.
Yeah, and in Deadpool, they were fucking around with 20th Century Fox with the logo being
the logo
in the void.
They were being too cocky, but I think that's just Ryan Reynolds being a jerk. Like being a douchebag.
But that means that you bought the company and you're stepping on it.
I know. I mean, he's a lovable douchebag, and the two stars fighting on set. I mean, it has my spidey senses tingling. I know.
Ryan Reynolds?
I know, right? For sure, 1,000,000%. So the leaker who was on set, who saw this rift, and in the end it was mended because, the star supposedly appreciated that Marvel stepped in, and it suggested that they will shoot scenes with not with each other on set, but differently, and it will... not with each other on set. So he will shoot them individually, and then that other person who he has fighting with...
Fucking divas, man.
divas, but costing millions of dollars to shoot each one of them separately.
And
It costs millions of dollars. That's why the actor, a good guy, was at the end said, "Okay, I'm gonna mend the fences with this co-star that I fought with, verbally on set for everybody to see. I'm gonna do it because you guys, I don't want you to spend millions on shooting us separately."
Yeah,
So
nice.
so this I think at the end this is why I think Ryan Reynolds is kind of involved in this
Probably.
with Chris Evans. So Captain Hydra will be back in
Fuck Captain Hydra, man. Come on. Seriously, Captain Hydra.
Captain Hydra. He's a big
Captain
character, man.
fucking
Look
Hydra.
at the logo. I mean, it's menacing, it's crazy, and Chris Evans playing a villain. Who do you think will do the worst villain? Do you think RDJ or Chris Evans?
No,
When-
RDJ, okay,
when
I
they-
get it because
When both of them, this is gonna be the moment, the big cheering, like people are gonna jump out of their seats when both of these guys are on the screen. When like Doctor Doom and Captain Hydra are together. Chris Evans, RDJ, classic Marvel actors.
yeah, but I get the whole RDJ, and at least it's to some point because it's a whole different character, different thing. It's like you're just changing the colors on Captain America from blue and white to red, and now you got Captain Hydra. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be
Even the costume is the same.
it's gonna be interesting. It's an alternate universe.
I have a question.
Go.
Will he be worthy to pick up Mjolnir?
Definitely not. Not this time around. He won't be assembling the Avengers anytime soon. If you look at all the reports and all the leaks, this makes perfect sense. And that's why I said RDJ, they first announced that RDJ will be coming back for Doctor Doom. So he'll be playing a villain. Now there's many speculation. Franklin Richards, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. Perhaps at the end of Avengers Doomsday or at the end of Avengers Secret Wars.
You know what would be spicy?
What?
I know we talked about the rumors that Thanos might be back as well.
Thanos
That
could...
Thanos, imagine this picture.
Okay, go.
You
Go.
got
Paint me a picture.
You got
Be Picasso right now.
fuck man,
be
I'll
the-
be Da Vinci.
Be the Da Vinci of Marvel. Go.
Yeah, so you got RDJ removing his mask. I think he's not even gonna even use the mask. As Dr.
He's not
Doom,
gonna. He's not.
on
That's
one
why they're
side.
healing their face because RDJ is a diva and he doesn't want to cover his face. We know that.
exactly the fucking.
He
diva.
did the same thing with Iron Man. They just open and closed his mask anytime. Go.
Yeah, and even with Captain America, he kept removing his mask by the end a lot of times. I think in Avengers, was it Endgame, Infinity Wars, one of them, he was without the mask, whatever. So imagine this.
But it makes sense for Captain America to remove his because he's super strong. RDJ, like Tony Stark, could be killed by a boxer.
Actually, now that
He's
you
a
mention
human.
it, why does Captain America even wear a mask? Everybody knows who he is.
Because it's comics and
Yeah,
it's
like
the appearance.
It's like he's skiing, whatever. Yeah, so we
You have a lot of fashion advice for Captain America. Like you don't like the Captain Hydra suit. You don't like his mask.
Not,
You're
definitely not.
You're a Captain hater. I get it.
I mean, what is Captain America at the end of it? Like he's just
He represents
a regular guy on steroids.
Sure, but he represents what is Hulk?
Hulk,
Yeah.
ultra steroids.
Okay. Better steroids.
Steroids.
The
Huge
man got the
muscles.
formula.
Yeah, and he can smash. Captain America cannot smash.
What? He can wield Mjolnir and assemble the Avengers. Fuck Hulk.
Hulk is still better. He's
This
bigger.
This is a debate.
Okay,
for
you
another
fucked up
day.
my whole picture, man. Let me
Cool.
go back. Okay,
Go
let's
back.
reel it back. Okay.
I Hulk smashed the picture. Go.
Okay, so let me paint the picture again because you Hulk smashed all of it.
I Hulk smashed it. Go.
Yeah. So you have RDJ as Doctor Doom, who is
Alright.
now a bad guy.
Who's a bad guy?
And then you also have Chris Evans as Captain Hydra, another bad guy.
Another bad guy. Two good guys becoming bad guys.
But do you remember in Endgame,
Right.
the picture where they are facing Thanos? And who are the three main heroes that show up in the picture? You got Iron Man,
Okay.
Captain America, and the one that everybody think is going to die in one of the Avengers,
Okay.
Thor.
All right. So you think?
Now,
So you think? Reportedly, there's been rumors that Thor is gonna be killed. Like Thor's
Mhm.
gonna be
and
sacrificed.
guess who I think is going to kill him?
Who?
RDJ as Doctor Doom and Chris Evans as Captain Hydra.
Both of them are gonna kill him.
Both of them against Thor because now Thor is more powerful and everything. He's more, he's older, he's wiser. So the three best best heroes in the previous movie or the last Avengers.
So you think this is gonna be like the tragic thing about the movie, where at one time they were best friends and Avengers. Now both of these guys, who of course the audience knows, like they don't know, they don't care. They don't have any affinity towards Thor at all. Thor maybe has because he knows who Tony Stark is and he recognizes Steve Rogers. Like he recognizes these faces, but he knows they're not them. Yeah. So that's the sacrifice. The epic moment is those two
or
fighting Thor.
The other thing that you mentioned a little bit on one of our previous videos, you can have, because Captain America wielded Mjolnir, right? Steve Rogers wielded Mjolnir.
He did.
He can kill Thor. Captain Hydra can kill Thor. And guess who RDJ or Doctor Doom is going to kill? You mentioned this in a previous video. Who died in Iron Man's hands?
This is, I've speculated this for so long. It makes so much sense. Because for Doomsday, I think the theme is going to be the opposite of everything. The opposite of the Avengers. So it's perfect for Chris Evans coming back because... Chris Evans being the bad guy, RDJ being the bad guy, the guys that we've known to be the good guys previously are now the bad guys. So this is opposite of what we know. And what's the opposite of what we know from Avengers Infinity War? Because if you think about it, Infinity War is going to be Doomsday and Endgame is going to be Secret Wars. That's how they're set up. So back to back. What was the biggest, most impactful moment in Infinity War?
I don't feel so good.
I don't feel like that's the line of Peter Parker at the hands while who's holding him?
Iron Man.
It's Tony Stark.
Stark,
he even says, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel good." He disappears from the snap. So you have this time around, you have the opposite of Infinity War. You have Doctor Doom or RDJ killing Peter Parker, killing Spider-Man, which I know he has a lot, like his contract, he's going to do at least, as I reported, 4 more Spider-Man movies. But, I mean, he died in Infinity War and came back again. So why, like he could die in Avengers Doomsday, come back for Secret Wars.
Then the Fantastic Four's kid, Franklin
Richards. He could do anything possible, except for in the comics it's explained that death is something that eludes him. So I don't think he can do death. But, I mean, there's other alternate versions, whatever. And if they're talking about timeline reset after Secret Wars, it could make sense that Spider-Man could die at the hands of RDJ, Doctor Doom, quote unquote. It's just an epic moment because afterwards after the reset, they could just recast the same actor for Spider-Man, and who cares? It's just a new Spider-Man. They're going to reset the whole timeline, so it's going to be a new Captain America, new Iron Man, new Spider-Man, but you have the same actor, Tom Holland, as Spider-Man coming back. There's so many things. If they miss out on this moment of RDJ holding Tom Holland, holding Peter Parker, but this time he's dying at his hands, not like him holding him and him dying. Like it creates that dynamic that it's gonna be unforgettable.
Yeah,
if they don't do this moment, I think they're gonna miss out on a lot.
Oh yeah, man! If the fucking writers don't do this, oh my god, they're gonna. It's gonna be crazy because it's so well set up for them to. It's like
it's perfect.
Here you go, have it on a silver freaking platter.
But
the same thing kind of goes with Captain Hydra and Thor. Because of Mjolnir, the worthiness and everything. They set it up for a couple of movies, right? In one of the Avengers that Steve Rogers just moves Mjolnir just a little bit.
Doesn't move it. He just
nudges it, yeah.
A slight inch. At least for Thor to have a worried face. When they cut to him, like he's like shocked. Because he thought even Hulk couldn't move it like
an inch.
And he couldn't budge it at all. So it was... It definitely makes sense for Captain America, the good guy, who could wield Mjolnir to now kill Captain Hydra to kill Thor, sacrifice him, as it was reported. I mean, Chris Hemsworth tried to deny it, but he did say thank you for all the years of he posted that thing and then he retracted trying to say. So it was kind of obvious that Chris Hemsworth is done after Avengers Doomsday.
And guess who's the first chair that they show in the Doomsday cast? The chair that they show, it's Chris Hemsworth.
Wow, I mean it's a clear indication that the dude is going to be sacrificed. There's many reportings out there. And if somebody should kill him, worthy of killing him, many fans, I think, will say Hulk also, but it doesn't make sense. It hasn't been shown that Hulk will deviate in any way, shape, or form. Tony Stark killing, or I should say RDJ, not Tony Stark. So RDJ killing Thor maybe has some sentimental value, but not as much as... Captain Hydra, Chris Evans killing Thor. I'm connecting the dots as of being a producer. Like if I'm a writer and a producer and I want to make this movie so gigantic, but also hyping up from the legacy of the Avengers, Infinity War, Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Endgame, all of these other previous movies can lift you into the different stratosphere. If you do the originality aspect, I'm cool with it. But it still we should have echoing parts of previous
It's
works.
all set up so well.
It's just set up so well.
And you know what?
It's a missing opportunity.
They're going to fuck it up so bad. Like, I know that.
I think if they don't do this, if Doctor Doom is just this normal villain that does villainy stuff, and reportedly is going to be Battleworld, which that in and of itself is interesting. It definitely has some interesting parts. And I think Franklin Richards is going to be the one to save them. There's going to be something that they've got to be snapped out of the Battleworld aspect area. But for me, the two biggest moments are going to be Thor's death and Spider-Man's death. Yeah. Captain Hydra killing Thor and Doctor Doom killing Spider-Man. Just, it's an unmistakable, as you said, on a silver motherfucking platter.
And imagine
it won't
the
ever
movie
happen
ending
again.
Like that. It's gonna build up so much hype for Secret Wars,
similar to Infinity War and Endgame. It's just parallels perfectly. It's just set up that you don't even have to think about it. These two guys kill their previous quote-unquote friends. Like the audience can connect to that emotionally.
Yeah, we can connect the dots, but
instead of a stupid-ass villain killing like a nobody thing, we don't connect to that. We've
discussed it in our past videos. Like it's gonna be so hard to surpass Thanos as a villain. Like Thanos, it was amazing.
Thanos was the best of the best.
In order for RDJ and Chris Evans to surpass him as Captain Hydra and Doom, they have to do something extraordinary. And what is extraordinary? Everything that you just mentioned. Killing their best friends, killing their protege, like Spider-Man, it was a protege of Tony Stark. Then thinking always the good guys is going to be the bad. It's all going to be like right there for them. But guess what? None of this is going to happen. I can guarantee you that almost.
Man, I wish I could tell you're wrong, but as per usual, I think they're just going to miss the boat. Or they're going to be scared to go that far.
Or guess what? Let's do an Avengers movie. I'll wear the fucking tights.
Low budget movie.
I'll wear the tights. You can wear the suit of armor.
You be Hulk, and I'll be Polka Dot Man from DC. Okay, let's talk about a crazy thing that just came out. This is a couple of days ago. New details emerge about on-set clash between two Avengers Doomsday stars who went at each other. This is on quotes. They went at each other. I'm thinking verbally, or hopefully fists. Not physically. I'm literally hoping verbally. This is a confirmed rumor. So, again, we have it says a big rift that nearly led to a major change in production. Like they were ready to change the stories because these guys refused to work with each other.
See what I'm saying?
This is how bad it became.
That's why I'm saying they're not gonna do that. What they have on the silver platter, they're not going to do that. Why? Because of these fucking divas as actors.
I think this is 1,000,000%. It has to do something with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Well, yeah, Deadpool is gonna show up now, so
Deadpool was confirmed. So this whole thing got started, believe it or not, because of a joke. And I think it's a joke between Chris Evans and Ryan Reynolds. If you're thinking rift or some drama, I think most of the guys out there are vanilla. I don't see Chris Hemsworth getting into drama. I mean, all the other actors are pretty much vanilla. But Ryan Reynolds is known to stir the pot. That's why he's literally Deadpool. Like, he knows how to get in and out of situations. But I think this one really got him hard because I think the guy who was offended was Ryan Reynolds. The guy who was touched and, like, he didn't want to speak to Chris Evans anymore.
What do you mean he was touched?
So, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, emotionally, bro. So I think that what happened, because in the article it says the person, which I'm going to say is Chris Evans, it has to be. Chris Evans said a joke to Ryan Reynolds that was a bit too familiar. So this joke that was a bit too familiar was poorly received by one of the actors, by Ryan Reynolds, I think, that on the Avengers Doomsday set, leading to a falling out that very nearly resulted in a major change of the movie's shooting schedule. Fortunately, this has all been mended. But what I think happened is this whole debacle that has been happening with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, his wife. And I think that Chris Evans thought, because the article says the actor felt that these two guys, that Ryan Reynolds, Chris Evans felt that Ryan Reynolds was... they were cordial. They were friendly. They knew each other.
They acted together in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I think this was the problem. I think Ryan Reynolds didn't appreciate...
He considered him as a friend.
I think he didn't appreciate the comment. He didn't appreciate the comment that it sounds a bit familiar, because Chris Evans is kind of raunchy too. So perhaps he was joking that, by the way, Deadpool has a girlfriend. We know that. So perhaps there's a scene where Deadpool is arguing with her on set, and Chris Evans just said a joke. He said, "Oh, that sounds familiar with your, situation with Blake Lively and Jason Baldoni and all that, like the drama that followed." And I don't know. Ryan Reynolds perhaps felt slighted, and it led to such a big rift that they refused to work with each other.
I'm now thinking about it. You know who tends to talk a lot and say this kind of shit?
Who? It could be.
What if
RDJ
and Ryan
RDJ's a diva.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we already know that he would be prone to getting mad or something.
And now, RDJ is used to being in the spotlight so much with this MCU. And now, guess who's getting a lot of attention? Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Like, he is jealous of Ryan Reynolds getting... But what was the comment? That's a bit too familiar.
He made a snarly comment saying, like, "Oh, that sounds a bit too familiar."
Whatever this fight is, it was started by something childish, like a joke.
I mean, I said in the beginning, they're all fucking divas, man. Come on.
But perhaps Ryan Reynolds has his own drama too.
Yeah.
But it could be that Ryan Reynolds, like, oh, that looks a lot familiar. Maybe perhaps he was talking about RDJ's acting. Like, perhaps he's...
Oh, yeah, Iron Man.
Perhaps he's acting like Iron Man instead of Doctor Doom, like a villain. And he was like, "Oh, that looks familiar. Are you playing Iron Man or Doctor Doom?"
Man,
and
there
RDJ...
are so many possibilities around here with all this Doomsday stuff and this rinse and repeat and everything going on. It's awesome, like all this possibility. But this makes for some great material, right? People love to hear that stuff. I mean, I love to hear that stuff. I love to hear this drama and everything going on. Now, that makes me even more anxious for when the movie's gonna come out. I cannot wait for that shit. And it's a whole year and a half almost. I mean, we're in August in 2025. The Doomsday is gonna come out in, I don't know, autumn 2026. I cannot wait for that shit, man.
It's gonna be a big one, but it's too big of a scoop like I would love to know who was offended by a single joke. And at the end of the day, I think there's, as I said, two possibilities. Like it's Ryan Reynolds, who has some drama in his life with Blake Lively, or clear-cut RDJ. Like RDJ is just a super diva, and he considers himself Mr. Marvel. Like he made Marvel. He is the guy, and now he sees Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool raking in billions. So that could be too. That could be a comment that has him. So whatever's happening behind the scenes, we got also a scoop, a leak from Daniel Richtman, who has supposedly knowledge of what's going on with Doctor Doom, because the more I think we know about behind the scenes and everything, the less we know about what is actually going on. What are Doctor Doom's motivations? What does he want? The only thing we really know and that's from the concept art leaks, is that he's gonna rule in Battleworld, and the heroes need to escape his maniacal world where he's just a self-serving god. Like he is undefeatable there.
This might also be some way for Marvel and Disney and everything to distract us from the actual plot by giving us all these controversies and everything else. We're focusing on who said what, which actor did what, who's going to play, who's not going to play. They want to
who's going to be in. Like they just reported that Florence Pugh is going to be back in Spider-Man. She's going to be with, like, the girls are going to do their thing. And it's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like in Spider-Man Brand New Day, they're going to separate the boys and the girls. That's literally what I read. Like Zendaya and Florence Pugh are going to do their own thing. And why? Spider-Man, Hulk, and the Punisher are going to do their own thing. So the boys and the gals are doing, like,
oh my God,
their own separate shit.
It's all separate.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, okay, Daniel Richtman, this is what he said. He said, in Avengers Doomsday, Doom is after people who caused incursion into the multiverse.
Nice. Oh, wait, so this means Loki's going to be involved as well.
1,000,000%. The TVA is going to be involved. Yeah. All of these people. So this might explain recent rumblings about Chris Evans, Steve Rogers being targeted by Victor Van Doom after Cap's happy ending in Avengers Endgame, because they the incursion that they are trying to talk to us is about in the Endgame, where they go and they try to fix the snap. That's that
means all the Avengers made the incursions because they all split up and went into different timelines. But
it could make sense because he's going after all of them.
Guess which movie had a shit ton of incursions to find what he was looking for? The actor that we just talked about, Ryan freaking Reynolds, man. In Deadpool against Wolverine, you know how many incursions he made, how many Wolverines he killed to get the actual one. Oh man!
So that could make sense why everybody's coming back.
Yeah, but this all ties up together now. If Doom is going against the people or the main character who made all these incursions, which in this case would be Deadpool, guess which two actors have a lot of scenes together?
Yep.
RDJ and Ryan Reynolds. Guess who got offended and would cost the movie billions or millions of dollars to shoot separately because they have all these scenes together? Ryan Reynolds and all the RDJ. This all makes sense, man.
I said it, like, I thought that if Chris Evans is back, this could make sense. Why? Because Chris Evans could think that they are friends with Ryan Reynolds, but Ryan Reynolds could be offended about comments about his wife. There's because they play together in Deadpool and Wolverine. But RDJ makes more sense. Like, RDJ is a diva. Ryan Reynolds probably, like, said something stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so the article continues, says, now Doom is looking to punish them, and their deaths could be a part of his plan to save the multiverse. It's a very intense process developing the characters, said Joe Russo. And about Downey's approach to Doom, he's so immersed in it, he's so dialed in. And yeah, it's essentially what they're saying is this is why they brought everybody back. According to this scoop, they brought everybody back because Dr. Doom wants to kill all of them. I mean, just to show you how much of a diva RDJ is, it says in the article, he added the Oscar winner is writing backstory and costume ideas.
Why the hell does he have to write backstory on Doctor Doom. I mean, the comic is there. There is the backstory.
Dude, costume ideas. There's no costume ideas for Doctor Doom.
There is one that RDJ is gonna love. Removing the freaking mask.
Oh yeah, that's the costume idea. Remove the mask.
Nice
That's his
one.
big contribution to Doctor Doom. It's like, what if we try it without the mask? I mean,
Just to show
that could be
somebody's
the.
face.
That looks familiar. Could be
Oh.
removing the mask. Like Ryan Reynolds probably joked, and he's like, "Oh, you're removing the
Yeah.
mask again, huh?"
Ryan Reynolds probably talked some shit.
Oh man, this is what led to the rift. This is why both RDJ and Doctor Doom want to kill everybody. Both have that in common. They're divas. So yeah, I mean, crazy things coming from the Doomsday set. We're gonna be on it. We're gonna talk about it real soon.
Thank you very much, guys.
AD right here, me, Bessie. We're gonna talk about it very soon. So thank you guys so much.